Hey folks, it's Bishopheals from the ECF forums and host on Vape TV, baby. Forget about it! Hey, I'm here today because today is part 2, baby! Part 2! The battle of King of Kings of RBA drippers, baby. Forget about it. You already saw the Nimbus firsthand. I did a revised one at 0.4 ohms, baby. Forget about it. Dual coils. That thing was bitchin'. That thing was hot. That thing was tight. This right here. Forget about it. And she's still kicking ass. That's for sure. Well, today we're going to look at the Immortalizer. That's for sure. We're going to look at this Immortalizer, go head-to-head battle. That's for sure. We're going to see versus Vapor, versus Taste, especially Taste. Moist, succulent vape. Forget about it. That's for sure. Ooh, we're going to be doing ribbon on here. Forget about it. Oh, man. This thing is going to be phenomenal. So I took one out. As you can see, it's clean. It's completely clean. Clean. Forget about it. Okay. So, as you can see, for the noobs that have not seen this, this device has 3 intake holes on the base. It comes with a sealed 510, as you can see. Okay, it's sealed. Okay, and you get a total of 3 intakes. Let me focus that for you. There we go. That's 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so you get a total of 3 intakes. Okay, see that? See that? See that? Okay. Now, the way it draws in the vapor, quite simple. It draws in the air through the sleeve. You get 2 holes on the sleeve. Okay? Okay? That's 1 right there. And then you got another one on the opposite side. There it is. Okay? Out of these 2 holes, okay, you draw in the air. The air travels down this part, okay, which is snugged on, as you can see with O-rings. Okay, so the air has to come in through these 3 intake valves right here, and it's going to shoot off the hot steam where the coil is going to be sitting in the middle. See those 2 holes right there? This is ceramic, baby, to added moisture and flavor. That's for sure. Forget about it. So keep in mind, this is a quick tip I'm going to give you. You do not want to clog those holes. I repeat, you do not want to clog those holes. Forget about it! Okay, so, as you can see, this has small little gap incisions right here. That's 1. And this is perfect for ribbon wire. Okay, you can use 1 single coil. It'll work like a beast. You slap on 2 dual coils, one of my preferences, that's for sure. Forget about it. It'll be a beast beyond measures. It's like 100 times with steroids. Forget about it. That's for sure what you're going to be seeing today, baby. So, let's get this puppy cranking and going. That's for sure. So, I'm going to get my wicks going. So, here we are. So now, I'm going to cut off 2 pieces of wick. I'm going to get this going, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I already did the first coil. As you can see, it's sitting right there. I'm getting ready for the second. That's for sure. This is going to be succulent vape. This is going to be hot vape. This is going to be so moisturized, baby, that's going to be exploding flavors out of your tongue like there's no tomorrow. Oh, forget it. It'll be like the vaping apocalypse. Forget about it. So I like to add a little snugness to my coil. Okay. So there's my 2 coils, baby. Forget about it. Now, what I'm going to do next is, what a lot of people may not know, is this. I'm going to cross them together, like so. And I'm going to twist I'm going to twist the two wires together. Now this will help you achieve dual coils at an easier, well, to me anyway, it's much easier to mount. Okay, so I twist the two wires together. Okay, this one, and twist the other. And that's all what I'm doing. I'm just twisting the end points. Here, let me focus it for you. There you go. See that? That's all what I'm doing. Now, the reason why I do this is because if you insert one and then you try to insert the other, sometimes the other wire tends to fly off the setting, the base setting. So, this kind of helps. Now, once this is done, which it is now, next thing to do is I move over the bow tie and I flatten it right on top of the coil, like so. So when I do that, okay, there's wick in between the two coils, okay? There we go, like so. Now, to make sure it stays, I add another 2 twists on each side, and that's it. And it locks it in place. Okay? Now what we can do is we can get it ready on the base. Okay? So I right away put it right in the middle. And I start inserting it in between the groove of the base. See that? Right in. Okay, I just slide it right in. And if that doesn't seem to work, you got a flat screwdriver, and you gently, keyword gently, push it in, like so. Okay, so I'm going to do that to the other side, screw it down, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm back. I just finished screwing it on. Okay, so as you can see, I got the 2 tail existing wires still sticking out that are twisted. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do right now is cut them. Snip, snip. Okay, now I'm going to just cut some of this wick off, the excessive wick. Okay, so now let's measure the ohms. No. So I'm at 0.37 ohms, almost 0.4, okay? Rounding it off, okay? So this is dual coils, baby. Forget about it. So that's done. Now let's see. What mod am I going to use? You know what? Let's use the Astros. Okay. Let's use a fresh electronic battery, baby. Forget about it. So here we go. So it's firing nice. We got 2 coils, baby. So let's give it a go. Let's finish building this. Let's see. I'm gonna add some fluid vapors. Buka, baby. Whoever loves Sambuca, I gotta tell you, this thing is phenomenal, man. Phenomenal, baby. Forget about it. It's like as if you're having your own glass of Sambuca. Oh, it's freaking delicious. So here we go. So I primed up some of the wick. Now, what I'm going to do is, this has threads, okay? They're reverse threaded. See? So I'm reverse counterclockwise, okay, is to tighten. But I'm going to leave myself just a little bit of a gap, see that? To get some more airflow, okay? That's all. Now the rest, as you can see here, I can just drip on will, like so, okay? And now, take the sleeve, and this one rests clockwise to seal it. So the way I'm doing it is I'm going counter and clock, just in case I'm pitching a piece of the wick. Which I am. So I want to make sure there's full clearance. There we go. Much better. I had to situate the wick. Now back and forth. Like so. Okay? So now, let's take a vape. Wow. It's an explosion of flavor. An explosion of wet, moist flavor. I tell you, forget about it, baby. Oh, man. Oh my gosh, and it looks so beautiful on it, right? How it matches so beautifully on the Astro. Oh, it's like ideal. Wow. Now, between what I'm just vaping right now and the Nimbus, that's the Nimbus The Immortalizer. Well, as you can see, they both put out great vapor. All right, there is no question about the vapor. Now, what you see and what you're about to taste and experience are two different things. Okay, the Nimbus, when I'm releasing the draw on the Nimbus, versus versus the Immortalizer, the difference that I get, wow, woo, and this is 12 milligrams of Nick. I'm going to have to reduce that. Wow, it's pretty strong. The texture of the vapor is way different. It's like night and day of a difference between the Nimbus and the Immortalizer. I have to tell you, it's night and day of a difference. What I get on the Immortalizer is that it's like an explosion if someone just threw a cup full of juice on my lips, on my tongue. It just splashed. It was a totally splashing feeling. I tell you, oh man. Totally splashing juice. And this is Sambuca, which is the same that's on the Nimbus, and I feel like I'm drinking a glass of Sambuca right now versus this one, which I feel like I'm just having a little bit of a baby shot. That's all, if I could just, you know, put in those words. Now, they're both with ribbon wire. The same ribbon wire, 0.5, and they're both the same ohms. But what this is doing is that it has a ceramic base. The ceramic base adds more moisture. Okay, it does. Okay, it's an exploding moisture. I don't understand how it works. It just does. Okay, it adds more moisture to my vape. Okay, I've experienced it because I've been dealing with GG's products that they have ceramic cups and stuff. That's where the coil sits on, and it just adds a ton load of moisture. That's for sure. If assembled correctly, it adds a ton of loads of moisture. That's for sure. Forget about it. So between Nimbus and Immortalizer, I have to say Immortalizer takes it by far in flavor. In moistness, that's for sure. As far as for vapor production, they're the same in vapor production. I don't see one outperforming the other in vapor production. Only I see is flavor that I can taste and the moisture of the vape. Okay, so I'm getting more on my Immortalizer than I do on my Nimbus. So this is a wrap for part 2 of King of Kings, the battle of RBA atomizers, that's for sure. Next up is going to be E-Baron Dripper and Odysseus, that's for sure. Forget about it. Something you don't want to miss. So you better subscribe, and I'll keep you informed. Forget about it, that's for sure. So with that, I'll let you guys go. Live hard, baby, and vape hard. Forget about it.